Rezero Season 3 Episode 11 was expected to continue focusing on Priscilla Bariel and Liliana Masquerade's fight against Sin Archbishop of Wrath, Sirius Romani-Conti. Their fight was not only focused on in the latest installment, but brought to a victorious close to Episode 11 focused on explaining Liliana's heartbreaking origins, and also teased what Priscilla's abilities are. The episode then ended by returning focus to Subaru Natsuki, in turn seemingly setting up the next release to reveal Subaru and Emilia's plan to deal with Regulus Cornea's authority. Rezero Season 3 Episode 11 began with a flashback, showing that Liliana Masquerade was once a part of the Masquerade troupe, led by her mother and her apparent father. Liliana wanted to play in big cities, but her mother said they only perform in small towns so they can do things their way. Liliana grew upset with them for never doing what she wanted, before proclaiming that she'd one day become king of the bards. Focus then shifted back to reality, where Priscilla successfully recovered from the blow Sirius Romani-Conti landed on her. She did so by transferring the damage to her necklace since she deemed it valuable, which seemed to be an ability of hers. Sirius taunted her again here by referencing Iris and the Thorn King, then ranting about love and mutual understanding. This prompted Liliana to get angry with Sirius, who then attacked her, which Priscilla blocked. Priscilla pointed out that Sirius is showing her true colors, giving into negative impulses that are the opposite of love. This infuriated Sirius, who said Priscilla couldn't understand the gift of wrath which her husband, presumably Betelgeuse, gave to her. Priscilla further pressed this point since it clearly upset Sirius, eventually sending her into a rageful frenzy. However, this also seemed to use all of Priscilla's spare lives via her ability. Priscilla then did away with Sirius' purple fire by activating her own, which she said would only burn what she wanted it to. She then instructed Liliana to start the show, prompting her to climb up into the clock tower. As she mused on the time she spent in Priscilla, she said she was taking it easy thanks to Kiritaka Muse and the others. This inspired her to put all of her passion into this next song, repeating her mother's pre-show words to the crowd before starting. Liliana begins singing her song, titled As the Sky Overtakes the Dawn. As she began playing, the flashback from earlier continued, revealing that she ran away from home shortly thereafter and had to survive on her own. She worked odd jobs and met all different kinds of people while still honing her craft and performing for crowds. However, she struggled at first, and eventually ran into her mother and apparent father with a new baby. After disguising herself and walking by them while crying, she was clearly shown to be dejected by this later on, evidenced by her questioning what a bard even is. The next day, she came upon a beautiful riverside clearing, inspired by it and seemingly regaining her resolve as a song came to her. She performed the song in a town the next day, where she not only drew the largest crowd she had yet, but seemingly impressed all of them. Rezero Season 3 Episode 11 returned to the present immediately after, with this song being what Liliana was playing as Priscilla and Sirius fought. Sirius became infuriated as she began playing, interspersed by Liliana's flashback continuing and showing her meet Kiritaka for the first time. Her song eventually freed the nearby civilians from Sirius' control, prompting Priscilla to say it was time to reward her while pointing her sword at Sirius. Sirius first attacked the clock tower to get Liliana to fall and stop signing before rushing at Priscilla with her full strength. While it had appeared Priscilla was killed, she was able to deflect the damage by using her ability to destroy her hair clip. It was then revealed that Liliana was still singing even as the ground beneath her gave way, with what little sanity Sirius had left slipping as Priscilla approached and lectured her. Sirius resort to revealing she had a little girl hostage, prompting Priscilla to attack and free the girl from her restraints. This attack also severely injured Sirius, which Priscilla explained was due to her sunlight blade burning and cutting only those she wanted it to. Sirius asked Priscilla if she understood her pain, but she responded that she couldn't care less before delivering the final, killing blow on Sirius. Liliana, meanwhile, was floating in the lake safe and sound when Kiritaka jumped down to rescue her. As she fell asleep in Kiritaka's arms, she thought to herself how glad she was to be his songstress. Focus then returned to Subaru Natsuki's fight against Regulus Cornea's. He explained to Regulus that all of the Sin Archbishop's names are the same as stars in his world, with their authorities connected to the origins of those star names. Subaru likewise explained once again that Regulus' power is to stop time, which he uses on his own body to make it unchanging in any way. Regulus grew impatient and began attacking, with Subaru distracting him while explaining that the Little King's little kingdom of wives likely has something to do with his powers. The episode ended with Subaru distracting Regulus as Amelia went to remove the wives from his little kingdom's range.
And that wraps up our in-depth breakdown of Rezero Season 3, Episode 11. Priscilla vs. Sirius was intense, and Liliana's song changed everything. What did you think? Did this episode live up to your expectations? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more detailed episode analyses, make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on Rezero and the latest anime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.